a free thing. Put it on iTunes, Stitcher, or Google Music Player, or whatever. And the way that works is you just have to come, first thing you have to come up with is a name. Whatever you want to call it, I don't care. You can talk about bubblegum, I don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. Like, just come up with a name and then come up with a really catchy looking logo. Because what you're entering into is literally almost millions of different podcasts and stuff like that. And it's even harder because then you have people like Joe Rogan, people like Ira Glass and stuff like that. Those guys are like top of the, they come with already a huge audience. So now you're coming in with your podcast, like, so what makes you interesting? So you got to figure out how you're going to do that sort of thing. Like, what is your content? What are you going to talk about? How long are you going to talk about it for? And you got to just figure out how you're going to do this, and you have to be consistent. That's one thing that's in common with Janae when it comes to streaming. It's all about consistency. So you're going to do a weekly podcast, you're going to do a bi-weekly podcast, you figure that out, and if you can't do it alone, pick someone that you jive with. Don't pick somebody because the voice sounds all sexy, so it's all good. Don't do that. Pick somebody that's genuine and you can have that conversation. Because I'll let you know right now, everybody loves that sort of dynamic between people. So after you figured out your logo, what you're gonna do, your schedule and everything like that, then comes to when your wallet starts screaming like, man, I really want to sound like Ira Glass. Well, that's a $300 mic. Or it's like, oh, I really want to do this, but there are tricks that you can do. There are certain mics you can buy, but you need an audio interface and stuff like that. That's like all technical stuff. So before you even get started, make sure you know what works for you, what type of voice you're trying to put out there. If you want that broadcast quality stuff, or you just want something like you're just coming off like a snowball mic or something like that, because audio is extremely important, and people will crucify